everyone, my name is Andrea Clow. I am the owner and trainer here at the Future Olympian, and I'm so excited to be bringing you guys some super amazing exercises to do with our arms and for our shoulders. And this is going to help us so much in our riding. So let's go ahead and get started. These are some of my favorites. I could honestly sit here and do them all day long. So hopefully you enjoy them just as much as I do. So these are absolutely my favorite workout tools. So we can buy these anywhere from 1 to 5 pounds. These ones are 3-pound weights, and then they have these fantastic ribbons on the end of them. But you don't need these. You don't need them if you don't have them. We also have where we can just do it with some 1 to 5 pound weights. These ones are also 3 pounds. But start out small. Start out with a 1 pound, start out with a tin can or some like canned food, water bottles, and then work your way up from there. So these are still exercises you can do around your house anytime, anywhere you're at. Alright, so my 3-year-old is currently trying to get me to get him some chocolate milk. So let's go ahead and get started, and then I will go get him that. So what we're going to be doing with these is we're going to be using the full range of motion of our shoulder joint, or like our shoulders. So whereas if we're just doing a typical lift, so you're just doing this, you're not using really any of your shoulder range of motion. There's literally an up and down motion. It's not using the full range of motion, like if you were to throw a softball or something. And what happens is if we don't use that optimal range of motion, eventually it disappears. And we don't have that range of motion anymore. And we don't have the strength behind it. This is why a lot of our elderly people are typically more likely to get injured, is because they don't have the strength, they don't have the fascia and the muscle that is actually trained to do the full range of motion. So, what are some of the movements we're going to be doing today? Well, one of my first and favorite ones is just a throwdown. So we're throwing our arms down, we're coming up, and we're throwing them down. Okay? Super easy. And we're using the full range of motion while building strength in our shoulders and in our arms. All right. Second one, and these two are some of my 2 favorites to pair together. It's just a twist. So what happens when we actually use the round box equipment for this, we get more resistance, such like as if we were swimming. So that's why it's so beneficial to use round box. Okay, so we're just doing this twist. So we're keeping our abdominals tight, and we're just twisting through the motion. All right, I'm going to give you guys a bonus one here too, just because it's one of my favorites, and I'm going to use one of these core blades along with it. So this is a figure 8 motion. And it gets a little crazy, so we're going to want to make sure our opposite leg is back in kind of a lunge here. There we go. And we're going to bring the weight behind us, up, over, across our body, and then circle back around. So we're coming into this figure 8 motion. Yeah? Alright, so coming from the side. So what that is doing is giving us optimal range of motion in our shoulders. And when we're in our riding, as we're riding, it's going to help us build that strength to keep our arms steady here. So a lot of times when we're riding, we have this tendency to, our arms are bouncing everywhere, and we kind of drop our arms forward, or we just don't have the strength to actually sit them back and keep them in the position that we need. So this is a great way to start building that strength, having a little bit of fun, and it only takes about 5 or 10 minutes. So my typical advice to anyone who's looking to do these exercises, take yourself at least 10 minutes, go through each exercise, and then do 2 or 3 sets. I usually do a 45-second round for each exercise, and then I do 2 to 3 sets depending on where my body is and where I am in for that day. So we have to be sure that we're taking the time and realizing where our bodies are and where they're starting from. So I hope you have a fantastic day. We will see you all very soon. Be sure to check out our other videos and subscribe, and we'll see you. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day.